How's everyone doing? I'm doing great. It's Eddie here from Team TJ, and welcome to my office. Let me give you a tour. So to begin my office tour, let's start with the stuff that I use to actually make the videos. The computer I use to make videos is an iMac Retina 4K 21.5-inch computer with a 3.6 GHz quad-core Intel Core i7 processor with 32 gigabytes of RAM, which is the max amount it can have, and the computer is from 2017. The computer also uses a Radeon Pro 564GB graphics card and is running macOS Catalina. Now, unfortunately, you can't get a computer exactly like mine unless you find one that was already used or just never got sold. However, my computer was also specially ordered with extra gigabytes of RAM. I also believe that the Intel Core i7 processor was also custom ordered, as most computers like mine came with an Intel Core i5. The mouse that I use is an iHome Linea corded optical mouse. It's very simplistic compared to what most YouTubers would be using for their mouse, as it only has 3 buttons: left click, right click, and a scroll wheel. However, I actually prefer that, as I don't understand the overcomplicated mice that so many other gamers use. The microphone I use is a Blue Yeti stereo microphone Blackout, which just basically means that it is a black version of that microphone. The microphone I'm currently using is actually my second one, as my first one died after about 3 years. However, I would still recommend the Blue Yeti stereo microphone if you're going for something simple but a very, very good quality. My headphones are a pair of Insignia on-ear stereo headset in black. They are pretty cheap headphones, they're not too complicated. I actually prefer these because I don't really like the overly complicated surround sound headphones that most people would get. And even though this is my second pair, despite being cheap, my first pair actually lasted me a good 7 years, so despite being cheap, they're pretty good. Now, for the software that I use in my videos, I use a program called MonoSnap to record my screen. Now, for the first year of my channel, I was using OBS, however, I ended up really hating OBS after a while, as it was too complicated and never worked properly, and MonoSnap is a much easier to use, much more user-friendly, and the video quality is far better than anything OBS ever gave me. Now, because Macs have a hard time recording audio from the computer and allowing you to hear it through headphones at the same time, there are third-party software programs in order to fix that, and one of them is iShowU Audio Capture. It is currently outdated, however, for macOS Catalina, it still works just fine, and if I was to update the computer, which I doubt I will do, I would have to replace it, but for right now, it still works just fine. And if I'm going to record just a simple voiceover, as I am doing right now, I use the program that many people know about, which is Audacity. It is a free program that just allows you to record your voice, and it's pretty simple to use, and you can even put some cool effects on it. In any video where I may have recorded something that I wasn't just me playing the game at the time, such as a voiceover for a character I did post-recording, I used Audacity. To edit my videos, I use iMovie, which came with my computer. Now, I know most people would say use something like Adobe Premiere Pro, but I don't find a reason for it, as iMovie does the job just fine, and it's what I've been using since I started my channel, and I'm pretty used to it, and I'm pretty happy with it. Now, so it doesn't take forever for my videos to upload to YouTube. I have to compress them, and the best program I have to compress my videos is another popular free software, which is Handbrake, which for years has been known as some of the best video compression software on the market, and of course, it's also free. Now, up until very recently, all of the thumbnails on my channel have been made in GIMP, which is a free photo editing software, which I'm sure many of you know about. GIMP is very good for beginners, and honestly, for being free, it is very, very good, and I would highly recommend it. However, I have recently wanted a little bit more than what GIMP can provide me, so I have upgraded myself to Affinity Photo. which, if you don't know, Affinity Photo is an alternative to Adobe Photoshop, but unlike Adobe Photoshop, Affinity Photo is a one-time purchase, so I don't have to deal with some crazy monthly subscription. So much cheaper in the end, and considering it can do pretty much everything Photoshop can do, Affinity Photo is very, very good. Now, the chair that I sit in for my videos is a Staples Emerge Vortex bonded leather gaming chair in black and red, and it keeps my bum comfortable as I record videos. And just a couple other little things I have around my office, such as Dan TDM's book, Trayoris and the Enchanted Crystal, which is actually signed by Dan TDM himself. There's even footage on the channel of that exact moment. I also have a large collection of LEGO Hero Factory figures on the shelf next to me, as well as some Ben 10 figures and a bunch of books that I have as well, and some plushes, including 2 Elmos that sit over my shoulder. The bigger is a Tickle Me Elmo that came out a long time ago that used to belong to my aunt, but she gave it to me when she moved away because I loved Elmo so much. And the smaller one that looks a little more worn out is an Elmo doll that my aunt gave me later, which ended up becoming my favorite toy when I was a child, and I loved him very, very, very much. And he got very, very worn out to the point where if I did anything more with him, he'd probably fall apart. But now he sits proudly on my shelf, watching over everything that I do when I make my videos. There's also other stuff such as My Little Pony mini dolls, a buildable figure of the Mandalorian from Star Wars, many FNAF figures including Circus Baby, a LEGO Iron Man helmet, Pop Goes for Omega from Fortnite, Mr. Rogers, and of course the pink version of Raven from DC Comics, and numerous LEGO minifigures. Anyways guys, this was pretty brief, but I hope you guys did enjoy this office tour to celebrate 5 years on YouTube. I cannot thank you guys enough. This has been an absolutely amazing ride, and I hope that it continues to be an absolutely incredible ride. So yeah, glad to celebrate 5 years on YouTube. It has been incredible. We've done so many amazing things, and there's so much more amazing stuff to come. So here's to another 5 years on YouTube. Half a decade. That's crazy, guys. That is crazy. But yeah, guys, that's my office tour. That's the stuff that I use to make my videos. I will leave links in the description to pretty much everything I can leave a link to. There are some things that just I can't, like again, my computer, I can't really leave a link to that kind of thing because there isn't really anything like my computer that's available anymore, but you know what I mean. Just if you want an iMac, just get an iMac. Anyways, guys, this is the end of the Titan826 5-year anniversary office tour. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please do leave a big fat thumbs up. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also, this happens to be the first video that you have seen by me, then please do consider subscribing to join Team TJ today for awesome gameplay videos and other amazing content like this. Again, for that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Titan826 out. Goodbye, guys! And happy 5 years, Team TJ. Happy 5 years.